Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my presentation. Today I'm going to talk about conversational analysis or CA. And it was prepared by me, Gabriela Tiagita Chandika Putri from TBA 4B to 30304600021. So, topik yang akan saya jelaskan adalah bagaimana kita bisa memahami percakapan secara ilmiah dan bagaimana cara orang berbicara ternyata punya pola yang bisa dianalisis. What is conversation analysis? So first, what exactly is conversation analysis? CA is a method to study how people talk in natural real-life interaction. Not script or formal, but spontaneous talk. It focuses on how people take turns, how they intro, how they pause, and even how they fix misunderstandings. CA tries to reveal the hidden rules behind our everyday conversation. Kalau kita pikir-pikir nih, kadang kita tahu kapan harus diam dan kapan harus bicara. Padahal gak ada yang ngatur kan? Nah, itu tuh yang coba dijelaskan oleh conversation analysis. Next, origins of CA. CA was developed in the 1970s by Harvey Sachs, along with Immanuel Skegloff and Cal Jefferson. Their work comes from a sociological approach called ethnomethodology, which looks at how people create social order in everyday life. Awalnya mereka hanya mempelajari percakapan santai antar orang biasa. But today, CA is widely used in fields like media, education, medicine, and even courtroom settings. Next, key concepts in CA. There are a few core concepts in CA. First, turns taking. This is about how people know when to speak and when to stop. And the second, adjacency pairs. These are common conversational structures like a question and its answers, or a greeting and its reply. Then we have repair, yaitu ketika seseorang memperbaiki ucapannya atau memperjelas jika terjadi miskomunikasi. And finally, what will focus more on interruption and overlaps. This happen when two people speak at once. Kadang bisa menunjukkan dominasi, tapi kadang juga menunjukkan keterlibatan atau excitement dalam percakapan. Okay, next, CA framework by Paul Tridge. This study follows the framework by Brian Paltridge. He builds on six ideas but emphasizes on the importance of real-life conversation and detailed transcription. Transkripsinya itu sangat detail, ada simbol untuk jeda, intonasi, volume, and saat dua orang berbicara bersamaan. Why? Because even the smallest pause can carry meaning in a conversation. He also talks about sequential organization, how every turn in a conversation is shaped by what came before and it influences what comes next. And next, application of CA. CA isn't just a theory, it's very practical. It's used to study media discourse, like talk show, interview, and debates. Also, telephone conversation, doctor patient talk, classroom discussion, and you name it. In the language learning, CA helps teachers understand how learners interact, how they respond, and how they negotiate meaning. Dan yang menarik nih, CA juga bisa digunakan untuk melihat perbedaan budaya dan gender dalam cara berbicara. And next, why use CA? So, kenapa sih para peneliti itu memilih conversation analysis? Because it shows how meaning is constructed in real time, not just what people say, but how they say it, when, and it responds to what. CA is also very useful in pragmatics untuk memahami makna tersirat atau sindiran atau maksud yang tidak diucapkan secara langsung. That's why it's popular in linguistics, sociology, education, and communication studies. Next, sample transcript or CS style. Here's a simple CS style transcript. You can see the pause and overlapping talk. Dengan transkripsi seperti ini, peneliti bisa menganalisis momen-momen kecil dalam percakapan yang kadang itu sangat berarti. And next, strength and limitation. CA's biggest strength is that it's very detailed and based on real data. It helps uncover patterns we don't usually notice. Tapi ada juga kekurangannya, CA itu sangat memakan waktu. Mulai dari transkrip sampai analisisnya. Also because it focuses on specific case, sometimes it's hard to generalize. Tapi tetap saja banyak bagi peneliti, keakuratan dan insight yang diberikan CA sangat berharga. And conclusion, conversation analysis is a robust and systematic approach to understand how people use language in everyday interaction. It moves beyond what is said to explore how it is said, when, and it was sequenced. By examining natural talk, CA uncovers the social structures embedded in communication. Whether in casual chats or formal interviews, CA reveals how interaction is shaped by subtle and often unconscious conversational rules. Okay, next I have example the thesis. Under the title Conversational Analysis, Interruption and Overlaps, uttered by House and the guest in the Ellen Talk Show. The author is Imanah, 2015, UIN Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. Breakdown of the study. In daily conversation, interruption and overlaps are common phenomena. While often seen as negative, these features can also reflect active participation or agreement. The Ellen Talk Show was chosen for analysis because of its fast-paced and dynamic nature, making it a rich source for studying how speech is managed in real time. This study aims to explore this feature not just in terms of frequency but also in terms of their function within the interaction. And research questions is this study is guided by two main research questions. First is how frequently do interruption and overlaps occur in four selected episodes of the Ellen Show. And the second, what are the most common reasons behind the use of interruption and overlaps by both the host and the guest? This question aims to uncover about quantitative patterns and qualitative motives. Next, objectives of this study. The primary objectives of the research are to describe the frequency of interruption and overlaps during the conversation, to identify and analyze the dominant reasons behind their use. Through this, the study contributes to our understanding of spoken discourse in media settings. And the theoretical framework, this study is based on the conversation analysis (RCA) approach, rooted in the work of Sachs, Kavgov, and Jefferson, 1974. It adopts the framework described by Brian Partridge, 2006, who defines CA as a method for analyzing how talk is structured in real spontaneous interaction. CA focuses on turn-taking, sequencing, repair mechanism, and how meaning is built collaboratively. And classification of interruption and overlaps. To categorize the reasons behind interruption and overlaps, the researchers uses a framework adapted from Wardau 1985 dan expanded by Gunawan 2006. The categories include asking for help, breaking up or changing the topic, completing, correcting, disagreeing, seeking clarification, showing agreement, added by Gunawan. And each category reflects a different communicative function and intent. And the methodology is the study applies a qualitative descriptive method using conversation analysis and outlined by Partridge. Data were collected from 4 episodes of The Ellen Show, aired Mei 27 sampai 30 pada tahun 2014. The researchers transcribe the interaction mark interruption, satu garis, dan overlaps, dua kurung, tanda kurung. And then categorize the data by speaker, role type, and reason. This rigorous process aims to ensure accuracy and consistency in analysis. And next, frequency of occurrence out of 253 instance of speech disruption. There is 219 kali, yakni 86,6%, dan overlapsnya 34, jadi 13,4%. The host Ellen performed more interruption while guests tended to produce more overlaps, and these patterns reflect the host's dominant role in guiding the flow of conversation. The sample transcript is Ellen I saw you at the after party. Grace just speak little. Is yeah. Alan, I can see you're emotional. This except how overlapping speech, marked by brackets, it reflects emotional alignment and shared sentiment, not interruption for control. At the conclusion, the study concludes that interruption and overlaps in talk show often serve cooperative function rather than obstructing communication. They can indicate enthusiasm, agreement, or emotional connection. The Ellen Show ever a prime example of how natural conversation unfold within media discourse. Suggestion for future research is the researchers suggest expanding this analysis to other talks show, especially from different cultures. Future studies could also examine gender difference in interruption patterns or how status and power influence turn-taking behavior. And yeah, the last I say, if there are any mistakes, I'm so sorry. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.